It can be really challenging starting out on Zazzle, especially when you're in that ghost town phase. When you're not getting any views or sales, it can be really demotivating, especially if you've been watching YouTube videos where people are telling you can make $1,000, $2,000 in a matter of a month of being on the platform. So I have some tips, some tools, some ideas of how to stay motivated and things to kind of wrap your head around in order to get you through that ghost town phase and hopefully get you to be making some consistent sales on Zazzle. So the first thing is understanding the Zazzle marketplace and how the algorithm works. Right off the bat, if you go to the Zazzle marketplace, you can see that there's millions of products on the platform already, which is a little bit shocking. How are you going to get your foothold in? It is saturated, but it's not oversaturated and there is room for you. You just need to give it time. It's easy to get really excited when we first post a new product and think that it's just going to show up in the marketplace the very next day. But that's not really how the algorithm works. The algorithm is going to prioritize products that, first of all, already have sales data and history on the platform and were posted more than just a day ago. It takes a while to get rotated into the algorithm. So you really do just have to be patient. Give yourself a minimum of 3 months to even get seen in the marketplace. I know it sounds like a lot, but it's really not. It's really, really not. It's just you have to get past this need of kind of delayed gratification that is going to really kill you when it comes to Zazzle. It's going to kill your shop. If you're in a rush to make sales, it's probably not going to happen as quickly as you would like it to. And I'm trying to let you down gently here, but also still give you hope that it can happen, and it will happen for you if you are persistent and patient and you keep getting products up and you just give the algorithm time to even get your products into their filter. Next is, let's talk about goals. So it's so important with Zazzle to set achievable goals. I know when I first started, my goal was a monthly dollar value. And the reality is I have no control over how long it's going to take to get to $100, $500, $1,000 a month. We have no control over whether someone buys something or not. We can do our best with the product design and our titles and tags and setting up our shop to completion, but we actually can't control when that customer is going to come and buy that product. So setting a monetary monthly goal is not really something that is in your best interest at this time. In order to set a goal that you can achieve and you can measure, I recommend deciding on a number of products that you want in your shop. So for example, I have a new store that I'm about to set up as a case study. I'm going to document the whole entire thing, but I've got it all planned out and I am going to make a total of about 750 products. And I think I can get that done in about 10 days, 1 to 2 weeks. And then once those 750 products are set up, that's my goal. That's my box checked. I've done it. But after that, I'm going to make a bunch of pins and I'm going to schedule those out 1 a day. And then I'm really just going to upload a few products, maybe 1 or 2 a week after that, just to remain consistent with uploading. But that's going to be my shop. And I'm really excited for that. Not much is going to happen with that in the next few months. I know that that's going to take months to start to see sales, and I'm okay with that. But the point of me telling you that is that 750 products is very measurable and it's something that I have control over. The other step after those products are completed is Pinterest. And that, again, very measurable. 1 pin a day. I have no control over how those pins do perform on Pinterest. I only have control over creating the pins and publishing them. So that is attainable, that is measurable, that is achievable for me. So it's important for you to decide on a goal that is measurable for you and attainable and something that you have control over. So the next step to staying motivated and staying on our path towards getting consistent sales on Zazzle is time management. And this is going to look different for everyone. I don't know what your personal life is like. If you have a full-time job, a part-time job, a family to take care of, maybe you're in school. I have no idea. So it's really up to you to figure out a schedule that you can stick to and really slot some time in for you to work on your Zazzle shop. For example, that case study store that I'm about to do, my plan is to work on it. I think it's going to take me about 10 days, 1 to 2 hours for 10 days. But my plan is to work on it 1 to 2 hours a day, depending on the day, for really as long as it takes to do it. But I think that I can get it done in about 10 days. Another challenge with staying motivated with Zazzle is staying creative, keeping those creative juices flowing and feeling, creative and innovative on a consistent basis. And this is, again, something we can't force. We cannot force ourselves to be creative when we're really just not feeling creative. But there are things that you can do, again, kind of slotting in that time for creativity, but also giving yourself space to be creative when inspiration strikes. And then allowing yourself also, when you aren't feeling creative, to kind of like wipe your hands of it and just say, I'm not feeling it today. I need to take a rest. If you're feeling burnt out, especially, please take a rest. One thing that really helps me with creativity is getting out. I like to take my dog for a nice long walk, and I find that really just like refreshes me, and I feel way more creative when I get back. But other things are learning, really just anything that's exposing yourself to something new. It's so good for you, so good for your soul, really. That is one way that I like to kind of spark creativity in myself. So let's talk about social media marketing for a second. It's so easy to get burnt out with social media. And I think this is where it's also very, very important to get a plan in place. So again, kind of time management goes into that, and goal setting, something achievable, something manageable. If it's unrealistic for you to post once a day, don't post once a day. Do what you can do. You're better off posting consistently than posting for 1 week and then not posting again for 3 months. So if all you can manage is once or twice a week, but you can do that consistently, then do that. The more, obviously, the better, but do what you can do. Again, for example, for my case study shop that I'm about to do, I plan to do 1 pin a day. But I'm going to create all those pins up front, and then I will just have them on my computer, and I can schedule like 30 at a time, or I'll probably do once a week, scheduling 15 at a time or something like that, because you can schedule up to a month in advance on Pinterest with their like native scheduler. So I'll just fill out those slots really every few weeks. So my next thing about staying motivated is a bit of an offer to you guys. I think it's so important to find a community of people and find other people that are interested in the same thing as you. And let's be real here. No one in real life even knows what Zazzle is. I have only met 1 or 2 people in my real life that know what Zazzle is. And so it can be a bit of a lonely job, but I would love to connect with anyone. I don't know if that means like setting up a Facebook group. I don't know if it's just using the community tab on YouTube, here on YouTube more, or if I can do something through my website. I don't know. If anyone has any ideas, if anyone wants to be a part of that community, please let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from you. And then this is something that's talked about a lot these days when it comes to working a corporate job and entrepreneurship for that matter. And it's having a healthy work-life balance. And I think that's where the time management comes in, and setting the achievable goals. Especially with Zazzle, it's really easy to try and put in like an 8-hour day or work all day on it and then get really burnt out and not want to look at it for a week or 2. I know I've done that, or I've gone through phases where it's all I do for a week or so, and then I can't look at it for 2 or 3 months. So I have done that. I have been there. It's not healthy and it's not really sustainable. My recommendation to you is to find that balance of how much time can you put into this while still giving yourself time and space to take care of yourself, your family, your personal life. Don't put everything into Zazzle. It's going to take time to build anyways. So you don't want to be putting like countless hours into a platform that you may not see the returns from for a while to come. Another thing to keep in mind with Zazzle is we kind of have to learn to roll with the punches on Zazzle. You know, Zazzle is not our own platform. We get to have a shop on Zazzle for free. It costs us nothing. And hopefully it stays that way. So it's really up to Zazzle if they want to make changes to the platform and roll out new features. And it's always going to be in your best interest to jump on those new features as quickly as possible. Even just in the last year, they rolled out the mockups, the new collection feature, and video as well. And you can see in the marketplace that the people that are jumping on these new features are the ones that are getting pushed to the top of the marketplace. So it's so crucial that we, roll with the punches and stay flexible on Zazzle and do kind of what Zazzle wants us to do if we want to be bumped up in the marketplace. If you're enjoying this video, I'd love to hear your number one tip for staying motivated in the comments below, or let me know what your biggest challenge on Zazzle is right now. And then I think another key aspect to remember and keep in mind here is that success isn't always linear. I shared my 2019, my first year's income report with you on the YouTube channel, and I'll link that up here if you are interested. And I haven't shared my 2020 yet. I will do that, but I had a really good year in 2020. And then for a specific reason that I will share with you in the video, but 2021, 2022, those sales came down and that's fine. But it's just something to keep in mind is you might have one year that's really, really good and the next year might not be as good. I think it also is really important to dig into the data, into the sales data, and look at reasons why that could be. Maybe something was trending. Maybe giraffes were trending one year and you had a giraffe design, I don't know, that did really well. And the next year giraffes just weren't as popular. So things like that are going to happen. And that's why it is important to continue to publish and keep working on your shop consistently, because the sales will come and go. They're going to ebb and flow. And there's lots of reasons for that. But yeah, just noticing that you might have a down month and the next month might be a really good month. Like my months on Zazzle throughout the year are up and down. They're all over just knowing that success isn't linear. It can be really challenging in that ghost town phase, or if you're seeing a dip in traffic. I know there's been quite a few people that have been fairly let down this holiday season from their sales, but it's so tough because again, that success thing isn't linear. And when I think of this year, I think of the overall economy, and I just think that people aren't buying as much this year. And I don't think next year is going to be much better, but I think the year after that could be really good. So it's really just being willing to see it through and keep going and just keep at it. And I think that if you're able to keep at it and stay consistent and do so in a healthy, balanced way, I think you're destined for success on Zazzle. If you have any tips on how you stay motivated, I'd love to hear them in the comments below. Or if there's anything getting you down right now about Zazzle, let me know in the comments and maybe we can help each other stay motivated. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and be sure to subscribe for more Zazzle tips. Bye.